chase Larry Bird, and what is it that he accomplished that you kind of aspire to do yourself?
I think you realize in a certain point that you might be on a trajectory of whatever people want to call it. Have a legendary career or all-time great or whatever, and just you see the impact that he had on the game of basketball, and obviously with the Celtics, winning 3 championships, 3 MVPs in a row, which is incredible. You just subtly start to see that, we both scored 60 points in a game. You start getting mentioned in the only other Celtic to do this. And obviously once you win a championship, it's like, all right, you can be in those rooms with the Celtics legends. And, but it doesn't just stop at one. You obviously got to win multiple, and that's what we're trying to do. And I always wanted to be the best. And he's, in my opinion, the best Celtic ever. He did it the right way, and he's a great guy to chase in a sense.
What's your interactions been troubled on?
Rebounding, finding Luke in his teams. P knocked down some shots early. Just, they showing the crowd and stuff like that, make the right play.
How were you seeing the floor?
How was I? Same way I see it every game. Just make the right play, pick them apart.
Statistically, does a triple-double mean something to you or say something to you about where your game is at right now?
It's good to have, right? It means you play well, you dominate in all the areas. It's
in that sense, do moments like when you hear Stephon Castle, he's saying that he's blessed to kind of share the floor with you at the All-Star game wearing your shoes, do those feel like milestones kind of in that journey?
Those are definitely cool moments, right? Still 26, I feel really young, but, playing, it's my 8th year in the league, so it's kind of getting to that point where guys were in middle school or high school that watched me and kind of watched me in my career and, appreciate the way that I played and the things I accomplished. So to kind of be transitioning into that where, the rookies and guys, are fans of me or wearing my shoe or excited to compete against me, it's cool. I know what it's like to be in that position. When I first got to the league playing against, all the KDs, the Paul Georges and guys like that.
When did you decide?
Do you feel like I've read quotes from you where you're kind of eloquent about what you don't do? Like you try not to take games personally, you don't look backwards for motivation, you try to stay in the moment. But what is fueling you this season? What's motivating you? Is it as simple as a back-to-back championship, or what personally in your game is fueling you? You're playing so well right now.
Thank you, first of all. And I think just since I've gotten in the league, just trying to get better every single year. Very accomplished at a young age, but the truth is, I was telling him earlier that, I envision myself as one of those guys, the LeBrons, the Steph, the KDs. I want the next generation to view me as that. Wearing a Celtics uniform comes with a lot of pride, and the best Celtic ever is Larry Bird. And even if I never reach that, maybe I do, maybe I don't. You aspire to chase that guy. It comes with a level of focus and motivation every single day to be the best you can. And wherever the chips fall, just knowing that you gave it your all, you can be okay with it. Really well last year was we just tried to get a little bit better every single day. And I think our record showed that. I think our record in the playoffs represented that. We didn't look past anybody. We took it one game at a time. So how can I impact the game? How can I impact my teammates in a positive way where, these guys appreciate the way I play and, it's reciprocated, and we all out there for the same common goal.
What is the ceiling of our game? Where are the improvements in your mind still, or is it just playing many more years and winning more titles?
It's both. It's far from a finished product, right? 26, I'll be 27 in like 12 days. Thank you. But, I've made tremendous strides since day one, Well, Larry?
Yeah.
Met him one time. I met him one time.
What was that like?
It was cool.
Where was it?
Indiana last year at the All-Star game. A lot taller than I thought. But I ran over to him. I was like, man, it's an honor to meet you. He was just likewise, he loves watching me play, and happy for my success. So that was just a cool moment, just one of the greatest players of all time, acknowledging you, even if it's for a brief moment. Just as a young guy, something that, I'll always be able to cherish.
So do you keep that's like the big overarching goal, but how do you sort of maintain the kind of night to night then within that structure? How do you balance that?
Just with the mindset of you can't skip any steps. Apply that to what we did last year when we won the championship. Like we obviously, the back of our mind, the goal is to win. But what we did